afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sport. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, we've got Yabusele, also Kelly Oubre out there, Maxey out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Grimes in at the 2 guard.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Pass to Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's McDaniels. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Randall kicks to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got 5 now.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Maxey, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Minnesota on top, leading by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point. Here is Edwards. 17 points in his last outing. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Looking at Philadelphia, a month left in the season. We still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Their offense is running like a machine.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Drummond. Yabusele out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Oubre passes to Grimes. It's good. This game is all even. Grimes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
Left side, Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And it's Drummond missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Minnesota on top, leading by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Minnesota. 3-point lead. Edwards can't hit. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the 3-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Oubre outside. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Again, one get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe.